Greetings everyone, Zannrath here, and welcome back to Hearthstone, and today we're going to take on the first of the heroic encounters in Blackrock Mountain, and that would be the Grim Guzzler. So let's see what's the heroic version. Okay, he's going to pull 2 minions from his deck and 1 from ours, so that's challenging. We're going to have to go 2 for 1. I designed this it's basically kind of like ramp Druid, but it's not even ramp. It's not like a slowly ramp into big cards. It's just straight vertical incline. It's like all big cards with like some removal in there. So let's go ahead and see how this works out. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw away. I'm gonna keep the spells because I don't want any minions in my hand. Oh, that's my battery being low. Oops, did not mean to throw away the Mark Nature, but it's whatever. So, let's see what's up. And that's unfortunate. I really don't want to draw my spells, because he's going to pull big cards onto the deck, or out of my deck, so that's kind of unfortunate. Let's go ahead and just trade that, I guess. Do it again. Can I get the other Iron Bark? Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna get Thaddeus. But jeez. Well, that's certainly a nice card. And boom. Well, that's interesting of him. Let me go ahead and if I give him 4 health, he will survive with 2. If I give him the 4 health, I slam into that guy. He can just trade here, and that kind of nullifies this. But if I go and hit him here, then as long as if he somehow can take 1 damage, I can swipe, but that's not going to do anything because. Alright, well, let's give him the 4. We'll have a Thaddeus to do something, I guess. It's unfortunate. I mean, he could just be dumb and do this, but it's not going to. Oh! Okay. He's gonna trade that. Oh, double execute. That's great. I was gonna say that would have been really stellar if I got that, but nope. Okay. So, I think I'll go ahead and just swipe here, and I want to push some damage onto his face, and he's just going to trade here. But, man, if only that killed us, I lived. But I guess he could have traded Baron, so that's unfortunate. It's just a succubus, bro. Just a succubus. Go ahead and taunt up, and we'll send it into his face, because he's going to have to send these 2 into it. Oh, boy. Oh, well, oh boy. Come on. Let me win on my side. Otherwise, maybe succubus. Oh, that's him. Dang it. Of course, of course. Alright, let's go ahead and just throw this onto the field. It will survive the hit, so that's nice for me. I can drop Iron Bark next turn, which would be pretty stellar, I think. Wonder what happens if you have 2 of these guys. That was actually pretty nice, I guess. What happens if you have 2 of these guys? Like, 1 on your side, 1 on his side. Do you just, like, break the game? I think that's how it works, right? Let me see. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do? Kind of want to leave this guy on the field 1 more turn if I can. So I could hit for 5 here. I think I'll do that. Send this guy in. I think. I could just give him the 4 attack and just go face. Hope he doesn't have an execute. But he already double executed. But these guys have multiple copies of... So I could just trade and be safe. I think I'll just trade and be safe. So this is going to get pretty good... Well, I guess I can trade there, or just drop the Iron Bark. We'll see what's up. Oh, dang. That sucks. Yep. Ooh. Don't think it's quite needed right now. So I don't think I can hold on to this guy any longer. We'll go in there. Take that guy out. Drop an Iron Bark. Hit him in the face. He's gonna have to send both these dudes into it unless he has another, dude, what's it called? Oh, great. Well, at least I get the Malorn. It's gonna get shuffled back in my deck and potentially get pulled out again. Do you really want to hit this so I can... Or do I just hit face? And I only have 1 copy of the whatchamacallit. So this is 17 damage to his face. I could just drop an Iron Bark. Let's see, if I go 17 damage to his face, I could buff up one of the ones afterwards. I'll miss out on 2 damage, but then it's going to eat basically 2 of his Poison Seed dudes. Or I can Poison Seed and Champ. He's going to get 3 of them. And he can take out my Champ, but he's going to have to... I think I'll do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, so it doesn't actually die. Oh, it gives me a seed. Oh, that's cool. So, I'll go ahead and just drop this. So basically it forces him to send these into my Champ, and it leaves me with 2. And so I should have lethal now. Perfect. No matter what he does, I should hit the kill here. Stellar. Alright, let's go ahead and just do this. Alright, well there you go.
The grim Guzzler. How droll.
How droll indeed. Well, that worked out. Fortunately. Almost got the crazy Thaddeus kill with his odd plays, but not quite. Got the double execute in hand. So let's go ahead and show off our 90-degree ramp. And here you go. Basically, there's like a couple spells. Like all the minions that I have are like... Druid of the Claw is kind of the only iffy one because you get a 4/4 if it gets pulled from your deck. But it was actually pretty helpful. It went for 2 for 1, the one that I drew from my deck. Or the one that I drew and played. That one actually, getting that guy in taunt mode, went for 2 for 1, so that was pretty nice. But everything else, basically, like Belcher is also kind of another one that's a little bit weak, but it's a double taunt, so it could absorb, like, the one Belcher could absorb both the hits from the guys he pulls, so... You know, as long as you can kind of control the board a little bit, and that's kind of what the Poison Seeds are for. Swipes, really, I don't know. I don't really see this being super good, because, you know, when you have the patrons out, it could be really dangerous. Although, if you just fill his board, but still, filling his board with 3 3s still could be pretty dangerous. Right? Because you're going to have 7 3 3s, that's 21 damage, but it prevents him from... Yeah, that's the only thing I can think. Like, that's the only reason why you might want to proc those... Not proc, but, you know, activate those Grim Patrons, is to fill up his board so he doesn't get bigger minions, but, you know, you're still trading and all that stuff. You have to really maintain board control since he's getting 2 to your 1 on his hero power. So Swipe really wasn't the best card. Starfall is in there basically kind of for the Poison Seeds clear, if you can survive that long, and you saw it worked pretty well with me with the against the Core Hound to kind of keep tempo on my side, more or less. You know, Fugan Stalag is good for the Thaddeus, because they're pretty big minions on their own, and then he more or less trades when he can, so you're going to get a Thaddeus out, which is really nice. you're losing your minions, but then you're getting a bigger one, so that's really nice. The Emperor here was actually pretty good. Keeping him on the board for 2 turns was actually really helpful, I think, in terms of so that mana saved was pretty important in some places for the tempo, I think. Champ is just nice because he buffs everything, helps hopefully keep stuff up longer for more trades. War Golem obviously just a big body. Tank is also a big body. The Iron Bark's pretty nice. The Kel'Thuzad was in there really for the if you get it pulled and he starts trading and he doesn't he can't trade for Kel'Thuzad, which depends on his board stat at the time. If you're controlling the board more or less, he has maybe 1 or 2 minions if they're small enough. If he pulls the Kel'Thuzad, it's probably GG from there. If he can't trade into it, or if he can't trade a thing and then execute it, because otherwise, you saw if he didn't have that second execute, we would have gotten a Thaddeus and a second. Who do we have out? Was it Fugan? Or Fuegan, however you pronounce it, I can't remember. But if you can get that Kel'Thuzad off, it's gonna go crazy out of control. I would have put 2 Moltens, but I only have 1, so and then Naturalize. The idea behind the Naturalize, at least for me, is if you can pull cards from his deck, he's gonna run out of cards to pull from his deck from his hero power, since he's drawing 2 at a time. If it lasts long enough, like you saw, we got into turn 9, 10 something. He had less than 10 cards left, so the more cards you can pull out, and you can use this on a big dude like a Forest Tank or something, make him draw some cards. They're not going to be pulled from his deck. He has to spend the mana playing them if he wants to, so that's kind of an idea there, and then just some taunt activators. I thought about putting some Sun Furies in there, but if you get a Sun Fury pulled from your deck, oh man, you're losing out on the Battle Cry, and it's just a garbage drop to his 2 probably pretty big ones. So that's basically the deck. As you can see, it's basically ramp, but no ramp at all, just straight vertical incline. So hopefully that helped you. Oh, and the Malorn. Malorn was actually didn't really see him, but basically the idea was he's a pretty big body, and so if he dies, because like I said, the dude usually trades, he'll just go back in your deck and you can maybe get it pulled again, and so just another nice little body, and it does also help kind of refresh your deck if you get kind of towards those later stages, but it really shouldn't get to that point. Anyway, that's the deck. Hopefully, it was helpful if you had trouble with this boss. It's I feel like it's pretty easy, kind of heroic to build the deck around. So until next time, we'll do more heroics, and until then, thank you for watching. Bye.